I've already cut the material. It is 24-ounce woven fiberglass. Sorry for the echo, there's bomb shelter. Got my mold. And I have the cheapest resin and hardener I could find on Amazon. Gotta mix up the resin and hardener. This will just be the backer. I do it separately so I can squish it as hard as I can. Alright, I'm going to put in one layer. Make sure it's in there real good. Then you paint. If I counted these right, there should be 15, yes, 15 in there. Make sure to get all the corners and shit. The reason why I have my mold set up like this is so that there's no suction. The cracks will allow the air to fill in as you're pulling the plate out of the mold. It's kind of annoying how there's a vacuum otherwise. The mold is 9 3/4 by 11 1/2. Put on another layer of plastic, get in all the corners. Want to make sure nothing stands up. You don't want to get it squished between the top of the mold and the wall. There's always going to be some. It is a bitch to cut. Alright. Top of the mold. I got a pretty good casting using 8 layers. It'll go in first. It'll cover almost the entirety of the top. There we go. Oh, fuck, that's a tight fit. That's good. Then I got this guy, just to give it a little more strength. It's not a tight of a fit, but still pretty tight apparently. Now we wait 24 hours, break it out of the mold, make some tiles, cut them into shape, break them apart into pieces. So I cut the tiles as close as I could to the mold size and shape using a wet saw. I'll now use this tile cutter to roughly cut where the lines are. The lines, they don't line up with each other from plate to plate. It'll keep weak spots from popping up. So we'll have these two in front of this backer here. We're going to have a few layers of fiberglass between each plate and the backer. Then we're going to have it all wrapped up with a layer of fiberglass on the back to seal it. The reason why we have it in segments is that when a bullet hits it, only the segment will be affected, for the most part. It prevents the plate from just disintegrating within the first few shots. Only the areas hit will be compromised. So, you can see here, got cracks there, we got cracks here. So there's no place where 4 plates come together. It's kind of close here, but that's fine. Alright, so the first layer that we're going to do is the layer of wrap. There will be 2 of them. So I'm just going to start by painting some resin on the plastic. Here's the wrap. It'll fold around each face each side of the plate. Good, good, good. Wet this side down. Wet down the sides as well. So here's the construction. You got your plate in here, and you wrap these around. Make sure you push into every corner. First layer of tile. It's going to be a real tight fit. I can salvage it. Good. Then wet down the tile as good as you can. Luckily, this is only a test tile. There's nothing to bark out up there, buddy. Be quiet. Put on a layer of fiberglass. This is the new mold, so I'm not really, don't have it all down yet. Put on even more resin. You want to soak this guy. All right. Now we're back to this. Hopefully this fucking works. Alright, well, with some hiccups, it'll work. Anything within an inch of the outside would be a unfair shot anyways. So again, I used the wrong piece of the mold to cut out the tile, so it's a little off, if you will. Alright, so now we have another layer of fiberglass. Well, I salvaged it. That's something. Wet it down. Then we add the backer. You want the flattest part down. Fuck you, don't tell me. I thought I there we go. Perfect. Now we wet the backer. Put down the material. All right, and because of all this loose stuff, we're just gonna add one more layer. All right, so that is good. Then we'll add this guy to the top. There we go, that's better. Hi, you're still standing and staring. What am I doing, huh? There we go. All right. That's roughly equal all the way around. Maybe a little thicker on this end, but that's fine. We have our plate. We have our green tips. Let's go get it. That was low. Yeah, safety on. Not a pass through. That was right on the edge. Oh, we had a first penetration, it looks like. No, it didn't penetrate, but it did. It's close. I would consider that a penetration. Okay, that one doesn't count. It's on the edge. No penetration so far. Well, maybe one. Honestly, if that penetrated, there would have been something in the backstop, but there's not. But it does look like it did. So far, no penetration. Well, maybe. Maybe one. All right. Okay, I grouped 3 pretty close together. Yeah, last 2 blew out. Oh, shit. Let's try and get 2 on the edge. That one blew out too. Let's do one right there. Front, back. This one was the, I believe, second shot, but I don't think anything came out of it. These were towards the end. So here is my plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. It looks like 13 might have blown out the side, or it could just be stuck in there. Here is the rear. We have 3 penetrations. This one is close, but it did not penetrate. The fibers are still in one piece. So we got this guy off. You can kind of see that everything's pretty much torn up. Got a fairly decent size here that's still relatively good. The epoxy on it is still decent. Up here, it's mostly cracked. Even this guy's pretty cracked. See if we can find any cores. All right, well, first layer plate, not as compromised as I thought. The epoxy's holding the plate together pretty well. Here's the second layer of tile. It's all just mulched. So let's see here. We had 3 shots around right here. Got some lead and copper. That one was decently embedded. Let's flip this guy around. So we got one right here, which would be right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty deep. That is pretty deep. That's copper jacket from the one on the very bottom. So I think we did catch that bullet. Yeah, we did. Here's the steel core. So even about right here, we still caught the bullet and it stopped. I think this might be a steel core as well. Do I got pliers in here? No, I don't. Maybe. Got these. These work. Perhaps. Another part of the bullet. Different bullet, but. Penetrated fairly deep in there. The backer did hold up more than I thought it would, compared to what I saw back here. Actually, no. That is just the jacket. This one is the one that penetrated, so it shed the jacket off. One, two, three. Yeah, I don't know if that's the one that shed. No. This is the one that was really close. That is in there. That's almost the entire backer. But there's nothing. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah, a little bit of lead. Here's another steel core. That's from this bullet here. Is that one that penetrated? No, it's not.